run get bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Mike 319! Mike 59! Don't get nervous! Pass.
On play action, Allen. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Alpha. Alert. Hey, Alpha. He's moving.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Slam. 5 wide.
Allen now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
50 seconds to Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hands up. Lead. Block 49. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Check 25. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. 6.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, watch it. He's coming.
Now Joe Mixon. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 4.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey. 52. Watch the edge.
Mixon. 20. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's been a long day for you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. All 52. Hey, Haywood.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Tight.
To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid.
Allen off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Pass 85, pass 85. 52's the mic right here. Pass 85, pass 85. Do better. Come on.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He completes it to Bryant. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Mixon with it. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going in.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Check 31, check 31. Check 50. Smooth.
Allen. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Allen operating from the gun. Out left side here to Bryant. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
59 mark, check, 80 weapon.
On play action, Allen. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
brings up third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Allen to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
56.
From the gun, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Check 53's mark. Watch the out. Watch the out.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm 2-2. Move. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch. Regular. Get wide. No. Off.
Now it's Mixon running right, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
2-2. Move. 368. Tighten up.
So Dalton now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twist.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Mike 52. You remember me? Sub. 49. Check 49. Middle.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've come to halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy.
93, 52, 93, 40.
First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. Kill.
Middle. General West.
Allen now looks to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
He's coming. We got double up. Chef.
Monday. Hey, home. We'll go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Alert!
Fresno!
Buzz!
Motion.
Half.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Play action here with Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Hey,
check Mike 57. Mike.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Passing, it's Dalton. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the safety crew.
Heavy.
He's checking.
Yeah, fight it.
Now Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Deuce.
Dalton off play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, home.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Mike 319. Hey, home.
Check 26.
Middle.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Bengals take over
We
first
play
and
to
10
win. Let's
at their own
go.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's not often that you get 19-year-olds that enter the NFL, but this guy is absolutely special. Tremaine Edmonds out of Virginia Tech, 6'4", 250-plus pounds, can run like a deer. We just saw his ability to flash and make plays.
His brother Terrell also taken the first round. First set of and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
44. 44. Here you go. 2 by 2. Move. 368.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton throwing the out route and complete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Dalton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. On the return, it's White. Breaks through the contact. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
57 to Mike. On 52.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Throw outside, complete to Foster. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Round 80.
QB's trash. Let's go.
On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and